feeling myself. Ain't no chance I'm coming down, no. Got this whole view to myself, yeah. Why would I give it up? Why do they wanna come take my place? I work too hard for it, don't need a replacement. This my vocation, now I got rollies all in rotation. Hop on a jet just to take a vacation. Remember the moments was trapped in the basement. Now the hard work is all taking me places. Water on bed like we trapped in the matrix. Bet on myself and go ball out in Vegas. Living a life like I'm rich and I'm famous. Don't see the grind that I know that it came with. Oh, I ain't make it this far for myself, yeah. I had to prove to everybody else lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. Yeah, they hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate.
They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. Yeah. Burn Live, y'all. Marijuanically keeping you connected. Hashtagging these red eyes. Changing the viewers irate. Keeping underage smoking off social media. Killing myself for your entertainment. Sitting here with friends and family, starting a cannabis station, y'all. That's what we here for. That's what I do. That's what I love to do. Welcome to another Burn Live show. Shout out to my new subscribers on YouTube. Shout out to my family on Rumble. I appreciate y'all coming in here. Y'all be joining me. It be going down. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's what we do up in here to put on a show, to liven it up. Now, in my title, we're going to be talking about NCAA. Still been drama over there. Stephen A. Smith talks about Hillary Clinton, plus more. In the plus more, just in case I have special guests coming through, I'm supposed to be having some special guests coming through. I'm not sure if they come. Everybody got the invitation, so we'll just see if they come or not. And we just go from there. Yeah. What I haven't did in a while, y'all, I'm gonna start this off like this. Like, you know, this is a marijuana podcast where we sit here and talk about things that matter. It's been a while since I got back into my marijuana news. So I thought about matter of fact, I was supposed to do this yesterday or day before yesterday. It was an article about Germany finally getting over their prohibition. They smoked title on the Capitol. They smoked weed on the Capitol. It was a very liberating thing. I think that's a nice way to say liberating. Very liberating. So I thought we should cover it over here since this is a marijuana group. You know, get us warmed up into some good stories. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please get your blunts, get your dabs, get what you need, so we can get into this. You know what I mean? Let's go. After this, we're gonna discuss how we feel about Germany finally smoking weed.
Next, and from today, people there can legally smoke cannabis in public. Hundreds of people filled Berlin's Brandenburg Gate at midnight for a smoke-in as the new law came into effect. The part decriminalisation follows decades of contentious debate in Germany. The rules around medical marijuana are also being relaxed. Our Berlin correspondent Jessica Parker reports now from the city of Dresden.
It's out in the open. Adults in Germany can now possess up to 25 grams of cannabis in public, enough to make dozens of joints and grow up to 3 plants at home.
To deal with it, and that's...
While people like Marcel are planning newly permitted cannabis social clubs, not for tourists though, just German residents.
Every gram from cannabis, which goes from the Cannabis Social Club, is 1 gram that's not on the black market.
What do you say to people who say, look, cannabis is addictive and it is harmful, especially to young people?
Everything have dark sides, and you have to know about the dark sides, and only when it's not illegal you can free talk about these dark sides.
But these cannabis clubs in cities like Dresden won't pop up overnight and come with their own rules, exacerbating fears that demand will quickly outstrip legal supply.
We assume that the black market will be strengthened, particularly at the beginning in the chaos phase, when demand will be great because of the signal this law sends. The black market and criminal networks will adapt, and they will also infiltrate the social clubs.
It's a high security part you can buy.
Into the highly secure halls of a medical cannabis grower, who are also seeing some deregulation.
Cannabis will not be a narcotic anymore in Germany. It will be just as any other pharmaceutical product, which makes it much more easier for patients to get it from a doctor and to get it from the pharmacy.
They keep this room at around 23 degrees, but it's also really quite humid. Now, there are 650-ish plants in this room, and they are almost ready to be harvested.
And the psychoactive substance is
The benefits of medical cannabis are debated, while the relaxation around recreational use has been contentious.
They like using the keyword relaxation. They brought up the black market once. So they're like, okay, we're fighting against the black market, which is understandable. I appreciate them fighting against the black market, which technically, let's get a little technical. They're not really fighting against the black market. There's nothing you can do to stop the black market for making sales, not in marijuana. To be honest with you, I don't believe in no drug situation. Can they actually technically stop it? Can they slow it down? Can they make people feel more safer? I'm with that all day. But the actual stopping, how people present themselves, oh yeah, we finna stop it. Oh yeah, shut it up. No, not happening. Just my opinion. And I'm listening just like y'all listen, but I just noticed that their keywords is relaxation. When I hear that, I be thinking, okay, so y'all expect crime to drop. Y'all really think crime is finna drop. Okay, cool.
This is an argument in Germany that likely hasn't yet reached full maturity. Jessica Parker, BBC News in Dresden.
Well, I've been getting more reaction to this story from Steve Rolls. He's a senior policy analyst at Transform Drugs Foundation. That's a charity that works to create what it says is a just and effective system of legal regulation for all drugs. He told me what he thought of this move by Germany.
I think it's very significant. I mean, a number of countries in Europe have been making this move. Germany's not the first. Malta actually changed its law in 2021. Luxembourg changed their laws in 2022. We've also seen famously sort of historic reforms in the Netherlands, and Switzerland and Czech Republic are also doing it. So Germany's actually at the part of a wave of reforms that are sweeping across Europe, but I think perhaps it's the most politically significant, just really because of its political significance within.
The crazy part to me, because I ain't that much research, I'm just, if y'all think how I think, you thinking like, y'all didn't start doing nothing to after the COVID-19. So after COVID-19, everybody was selling down. What happened? The only thing I can really remember happening is that they had a border crisis. I do believe that's Germany or Paris. One of the two had a border crisis where a lot of African, as some people say, a lot of military men came out and escaped from their countries and went there. That's about all I can really think that happened. But it amazes me that most of their laws really really took in effect after COVID-19 happened.
Within the European Union and within the world. So when Germany does something, I think people are going to take notice. You know, it's 100 times bigger in population terms than either Luxembourg or Malta. And it's very hard to ignore. They're a serious actor within Europe, and they're a serious player on the global stage. So it's a very big deal, and I'm sure that the impacts of this are going to ripple around Europe and the world.
So do you think there will be more countries looking to Germany and perhaps legalising cannabis going forward?
Yes, I mean, undoubtedly. We're seeing, you know, 10 years ago, nowhere in the world had actually formally legalised and regulated adult use recreational cannabis. And today there's 45.
Okay, right there. I know everybody on my podcast, everybody over here in America that's watching this right now is probably saying, bro, we had medical marijuana for well over 10 years in certain states, at least California, Denver, and Seattle. Ben had recreation medical to where we as Americans was one of the first real true groups that started pushing this, regulating marijuana at a state level. Now, is other countries doing it at a state level, or are they doing it as a federal level? That's the question. That's one thing we need to see. Everybody is pushing to downgrade the black market. I only seen one country, and that was Australia. Don't quote me on it, but Australia was the only group that I really seen that really push forward to where they're gonna seize more black market dealings than they do streets to regulate street deals. Germany, I really don't know. I'm curious.
5 or so jurisdictions around the world, and more than 500 million people are living in jurisdictions that are in the process of or have already implemented legal access to recreational cannabis. So clearly there's a trend here. There's a growing movement, and I think Germany just represents growing momentum in that direction. I think other countries are going to look at what happens in Germany and other countries, see that whilst it may not be ideal, it's certainly better than the obvious failings of prohibition and the war on drugs. And they're going to be thinking, well, we should be considering this. You know, we may not like the fact that people use cannabis, but they do. And we have a choice. We can either leave that market in the hands of organized crime groups and unregulated dealers, or we can try and regulate it within the ambit of the state and try and reduce the harms that cannabis can cause to individual users and to the wider community. And Germany has been very clear that it's a public health measure and a community safety measure.
Yes, although some doctors there are saying that the liberalisation is actually going to fuel drug use.
Well, I mean, that hasn't really been the experience in countries that have made this move already. There's been reforms of different natures. It's quite difficult to generalise because different countries have taken very different approaches. But in Canada, for example, use has gone up marginally, but not, interestingly, amongst youth, which is, where a lot of the concerns are focused. But of course, use has been rising for decades. Use of cannabis has been rising for decades under prohibition, under the war on drugs. So, there's not really any evidence that a punitive enforcement approach can somehow eradicate drug use or eradicate markets. So this is a pragmatic position that deals with reality, that there is demand for these drugs. And if it's not met through some legally regulated, responsible government system, it will be met anyway through an illegal market controlled by organised crime groups. So you might want to look at it as a least worst option, but it's a pragmatic one, and more governments are going down that road.
And I said, they are going to come after our guns, look shootings, and then magically it happens. This is staged.
I want to go over this so bad.
75 million people believe Sandy Hook was staged. These families have been hunted, and Jones is getting rich off it.
This is a kangaroo court, a witch hunt.
I hope to accomplish an era of truth.
They got like $7 million off that young man. Off that young man. If I'm not mistaken, y'all, they got a pretty penny off that guy. So Germany regulates moves. It sounds like they really don't have no laws down for what may take place or what can take place. So we got another marijuana voting decided marijuana legal on the Third Amendment. We got stories. We got marijuana stories, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't go nowhere because we is going to let you know what's going on in these stories and talk about them and break them down and let us know what's going on. Hey, yeah, this is Marijuana Channel. We do political news. We talk about conversation. We do it all. You know what I mean?
And Florida voters will be able to decide if recreational marijuana should be legal come November. But what exactly will happen if it does pass? Local 10's Laren Livingston is joining us live. He's in Hallandale Beach with more on what is at stake. Laren.
Krista, you remember you started seeing a lot of stories like this one after 2016 when Florida voters decided they wanted to legalize marijuana use for medicinal purposes. Well, now they'll head back to the polls this November to decide if they want to legalize recreational use marijuana. The possession, purchase, and yes, puffing of marijuana by anyone 21 or older would be legal up to 3 ounces.
I think that folks are ready for this.
Kim Rivers is with Trulieve, a medical marijuana company which has already thrown $40 million behind the push.
I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting. If they go recreational, they is going to get flooded with people. Flooded. So much flooding that I was almost one that's really thinking about going down there myself. I'm really thinking about it. It's not a bad idea. Think about it. Look at that Florida. Florida warm. They only got 2 months of winter, maybe 3.
Marijuana company which has already thrown $40 million behind the push for the legalization amendment, starting with the ballot language now approved by the state Supreme Court.
There's 41 states that have medical programs. 24 states have some form of adult use program. We in our process want to be sure that this really is the will of the people, and so it's one that we have to take seriously.
At least 60% of voters will have to say yes to Amendment 3. The Florida Chamber of Commerce, which opposes amending the state constitution, conducted a poll and found only about 57% of voters support legalizing recreational marijuana.
What does this look like in your opinion, or do you see this looking like here?
So in the amendment language itself, we were very specific to make sure that we authorize the legislature to pass additional laws and policy, which is their job, to add additional regulation.
About the where, whens, and hows if it passes. So weed shall wait and see.
I see how he did it.
And of course, you'd be able to procure your marijuana and your marijuana products from medical treatment facilities like this one, or any type of store that would eventually become licensed to potentially pop up should this measure pass. And we won't know if the yays outweigh the nays until November. We'll keep an eye on it for you. For now, we are live here in Hallandale Beach. Larry Livingston, Local 10 News.
Yeah, buddy. That's what we was waiting for. That's what we was waiting on. We was waiting on it. Now I'm ready to go to Florida. Take a vacation. I'm ready now. I am ready. Okay, y'all. Let's get into one of these main stories that I had set up for us. Now, I'm going to talk about the WNCAA tournament because I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was magnificent until the end of the game press conference, and we had this little altercation. Okay? And everybody's still kind of talking about it, using tapes, you know what I'm saying? Some people are finally getting their videos out about it. So I thought I'd go over it. I thought I'd go over it with you guys. This was last year, y'all. March Madness Finals, LSU, Iowa. Both of these teams wasn't even supposed to make it here, but they was here. It was the matchup of the win. It kicked it off. This is what kicked off everything. Okay, now this happened this year. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This happened this year. This was recent. This is what happened 4 days ago. 4 days ago. Listen to this right here. Now, before we keep going, I'm going to say, and because her picture's up, this girl worked her ass off. First and foremost, before we get into anything, before I get to breaking stuff down, before I really get to talking, she worked her ass off. She is a superstar in her own right. Okay? That's just basketball only. She's a hell of a worker, a bona fide superstar, a legend in the making. That's how good she plays. Okay? She's also a brand. She has her own company. She's a bag chaser. She's a hustler. She is a businesswoman. Only 21 years old. All right? Works her ass off. Now, let's pay attention to the question that was asked to her friend right here. Let's pay attention to the question. Okay. I really want y'all to pay attention to the question so we can really understand what's going on and how these answers are being answered. Beautiful speech. Everybody's blowing this speech out of proportion. Even I did yesterday. Not gonna lie to you. Even I did yesterday. But kind of found out on a. Tell me I wasn't watching none of this. Okay, y'all. Let's rewind. I'm thinking that y'all straight watching this stuff now. Okay, let's go back. Right here. Here we go, y'all.
Flaudjay, if I could hear you on Angel and the type of leadership that she's provided for this team in Angel, can you just take me through what it meant to see what Flaudjay was able to do in a game like this to, you know, put up 23 points and be a factor on both ends?
Bro, let me tell you something. Everybody can have their opinion on Angel Reese, but y'all don't know her. Like, y'all don't know Angel Reese. I know Angel Reese. I know the real Angel Reese. And the person I see every day is a strong person. Is a caring, loving person, bro. The crown she wears is heavy, bro. She's the type of teammate that's gonna make you believe in yourself. The lead that I took from my freshman to sophomore year, Angel gave me that confidence to go be a dog. Playing next to a dog every day. And, you know, just to see how the media ridicule her, went through our problems, but like, this is my sister right here.
I don't really get to stand up for myself. I mean, I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me. I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. And I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and like not be there for them. So I just want them to always just know, like, I'm still a human. Like, all this has happened since I won the national championship, and I said the other day, I haven't had peace since then. And it sucks, but I still wouldn't change. I wouldn't change anything, and I would still sit here and say, like, I'm unapologetically me. I'm gonna always leave that mark and be who I am and stand on that. And hopefully the little girls that look up to me, and hopefully I give them some type of inspiration that, no, hopefully it's not this hard and all the things that come at you, but keep being who you are, keep waking up every day, keep being motivated, staying who you are, staying 10 toes, don't back down, and just be confident.
Like I was trying to tell you, a lot of people blew that out of proportion. Even I did, not listening to the question that was asked. So that answer that she gave is totally understandable when she's giving out an answer like that, when she has been through struggle. Whatever happened in the beginning that she didn't play for the first 4 games, that she got sat down. Most people thought it was because of grades, but we didn't know. We didn't know. But a thing that was said, and I wonder if it was in her, the things that were said about her after this game, I haven't heard nothing bad. I didn't hear nothing bad. I haven't really seen nothing bad in social media. Now, I did see somebody make a video that explains the part where she probably getting sexualized, where she wears skimpy little skirts and dresses and stuff like that. And so, you know, men, perverts, or whatever you want to call them, you know what I'm saying, are going to say weird things and are going to lash out at her because she's beautiful. You know, beautiful, strong, says plenty of time, but you know how men are. Men don't care if you got a man or not. Men don't care. We don't care. So that's probably a problem. But I haven't heard nothing bad, and I've been looking, and so we're going to hear a little bit of the nightcap, and just to see what was, you know what I'm saying, just in case somebody else said something, because yet again, I haven't heard nobody say anything negative. And the discussion mostly yesterday is, why did this young girl become a villain? And Guinness Arena said it the best.
Clark, 41 points with 12 assists, lifted the top-seeded Hawkeyes over last year's defending champ. Iowa advances to the Final Four for the second straight year and gains a measure of revenge against the team that knocked them out who beat them in the national title game last year.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark was phenomenal, Ocho.
Mhm.
Tied an NCAA record, tournament record with 9 3-pointers. Broke the game open. It was 45-45 at the half. And then she comes out in the third quarter and launches 4 and hits them. And now she's broken the NCAA all-time record for 3-pointers made, 540. With another game, possible 2 games to go, she passes Oklahoma Taylor Robinson's 537. It was also Clark's 20th game in which she scored at least 30 points and 10 assists in her career. This is also Clark's 3rd game with 40-point double-doubles in the NCAA tournament, Elite 8, 2023 national semifinals, and the 2024 Elite 8. So she was phenomenal. Angel Reese was great until she fouled out, 17 points, 20 rebounds. She fouled out late in the fourth quarter. She tweaked that ankle early in the ball game, Ocho. Flau'jae Johnson added 23, but it was not enough to overcome Caitlin Clark and the Hawkeyes.
Yeah.
Ocho, you watched this game. What'd you like about it?
Listen, I watched the game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was very worthy of all the hype that everybody talked about. Obviously, Caitlin Clark and what she's done throughout the entirety of the season. Angel Reese, what her and the LSU Tigers have done throughout the entirety of the season in the build-up to this matchup. It was everything I expected it to be, especially for me, someone who doesn't watch much basketball. This was a joy for me to watch because it's
That's right there what Ocho Cinco said has been what the women WNBA basketball has been trying to do but couldn't do. And LSU and Iowa were the 2 teams. And now you got USC and UConn. You got these girls in this generation right here that's making waves. So I really don't see a problem, but I understand, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in nobody's everyday life. Everybody handles their problems different and like that. But I've been seeing more up praises and stuff like that. Actually, that's what I've been saying. I've been saying a lot more up praises and people that are more dominant in this game that's been speaking out. Stephen A. Smith, Ocho Cinco, Shannon Sharp, JJ Redick, LeBron James. But is they gonna make way for the WNBA? Where's more eyeballs?
is what she did out there, and she was so efficient from the field and being able to do whatever she wanted the entirety of the night was really awesome. It was awesome to see. It was a great matchup. The LSU Tigers, Coach Moki and Angel Reese and their squad, they played a hell of a game, but it just wasn't enough to unseat the Iowa Hawkeyes tonight. I really enjoyed it, Unc. I really did.
Yeah, I think the women's college game is alive and well. Last year, this game did slightly less than 10 million. I can believe it's going to be double digits, at least when we get the ratings back tomorrow. Caitlin Clark was phenomenal. You knew she would be. I felt in order for her to win this game, I felt she was the best player on the court, but I felt LSU had the better team. And in order for Iowa to advance, she was going to have a Cheryl Swoops type of a game.
Right.
And Cheryl Swoops in the national championship game, she shot 16 of 22 or 17 of 22. She had 47, and she lifted her team. Caitlin Clark had a similar type game. She was phenomenal. Cheryl didn't have the assist. And I thought LSU.
Yet again, everybody, y'all hearing it just like I'm hearing. Y'all hearing everybody just saying more positive things, speaking about the game of sports. All the other ridicule that we've been hearing later on is, I don't know, bro. I just think it's not really meant for what we been hearing. I think the hype is real. I can't wait to see where these girls go in the sport. I can't wait. Hold on, y'all. Let me take a little commercial break real quick and handle some business. Be right back. Burn Live, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're talking about the women's basketball has went down. Friday, the Final Four is going down. Can't wait to see that. I hope that do numbers. I hope there'll be a good conversation and talk on that. Cannot wait. Yeah. Welcome back, y'all. All right. Want to get into that story, but I'm going to switch it back over and get back into some marijuana stories just because we ain't been doing marijuana stories in a while. And there's been some things that's been happening, so therefore I think we should look at them and see where they are going. Here we go. Gotta make sure it's good, y'all. And gotta make sure it's on point. If it ain't on point, we can't break it down. So let's go.
Pod is still 2 years into legal recreational cannabis being legal in New Mexico. One major problem persists. Pod is still illegal under federal law.
New Mexico cannabis businesses say federal agents are seizing their product at checkpoints. News 13's Annalisa Pardo talked to them and Customs and Border Patrol.
Valentine's Day quickly turned to heartache for Top Crop Cannabis.
Normally they don't have dogs. Usually it's just are you a U.S. citizen? Yes, and then they wave you through.
When taking 22 pounds of cannabis from its Las Cruces site to one of its Albuquerque stores, they say Customs and Border Patrol detained their driver for nearly 3 hours and seized all their product.
We've been going through that checkpoint for over a year with no questions asked. So obviously we're doing everything compliantly. It was manifested product. So I was shocked, a little blown away and taken back.
Top Crop Cannabis says the feds told them they would get a letter to get their product back, but that letter never came. $139,000 worth of product was gone. While his business can survive the loss, others can't.
People's lives are at stake here. Businesses are at stake here.
It's a growing problem for growers, according to the New Mexico Cannabis Chamber of Commerce. It says in the last 2 weeks, they've seen federal agents stop 12 licensed and legal New Mexico cannabis businesses and seize more than $300,000 worth of product.
Playing. When we know that's the cartel. That's the cartel, y'all. We not finna play no reindeer games. I'm not finna fake the funk the fake, or try to sound extra intelligent. When I say, nah, I'm not finna sound, nah, I don't give, no. That's the cartel taking people's products, dog. So now they want a federal. So would you, to treat weed like a DOT so you can move it amongst the highway, have it licensed, have a DOT licensed or something. That makes kind of a sense.
It's hurting small businesses. It's hurting all of us because of the loss of tax revenue.
He believes it's targeted.
And it's just clearly outside of the scope of Customs and Border Protection.
But a spokesperson with Customs and Border Protection disputes that. In a statement, the feds say, although legal for medical and/or recreational use in many states, marijuana is still classified as a Schedule 1.
Was it recorded? Did y'all record it? Come on, man. Please. Did y'all record this? Is that running through y'all head like, okay, y'all got stopped by the feds. They seized everything. Do you got any recordings, any documentation? And I'm sorry, a written paper is not gonna do it. You need some type of video evidence of this going down and what type of person pulled you over and what's the badge number and stuff like that. Because, yes, I can believe that the cartel is working for the police inside these small little counties, especially along the border. New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, Florida, Georgia, anything touching that damn border down there and have a police has a badge, probably has some corruption with the cartel up in it. I wouldn't put it past it. I'm not even finna sugarcoat it. Yeah, I'll be scared if they can't knock us through the door. Like, shut up, motherfucker! You talking about us? You know, we shut up. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, okay, yeah, it's clean down there. It's clean. Okay, but nah, quit playing with me. Inside job is specifically hitting growers, knowing that they're not gonna really do anything. This news coverage is not really gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're covering it, you know what I'm saying, getting a little bit more eyeballs on it. But ain't nobody covering these marijuana news stories like this to where it's it's repeated and repeated. So we as regular citizens or people who's in this industry can start looking out for our products and stuff and our movement and our businesses, especially if you're in the marijuana industry. You might have to drive with 2 trucks. One truck with the stuff. If it get pulled over, the second truck is behind record. I need video, bro. It's already putting on, like, everybody else should already know, step your camera game up. You got iPhones, you got other iPhones. Hey, yeah, I need a camera up in the car.
Controlled substance under federal law. Therefore, U.S. Border Patrol agents will continue to take appropriate enforcement action against those who are encountered in possession of marijuana anywhere in the United States.
The promise of the cannabis industry for New Mexico was to bring everybody along. It was to create pathways for homegrown businesses to launch and flourish. And this is a slap in the face to all the hard work that our state has done to legalize cannabis the right way.
The chamber says it's calling on the White House to intervene and is working with its congressional leaders to find a solution.
It's one of those weird things where you have something that is legal in a growing number of states, the majority of states, but it's not legal at the federal level. And these are growing pains, but frankly, we have outgrown these growing pains at this point.
Annalisa Pardo, KRQE, News 13.
White House. I can't even talk. I can't. You went to the White House? Okay. Shoot. Damn. I get it. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Do it the right way. Have documentation of you doing the right way. I said at the end of one of my shows, I showed a lady who was about to face 7 years of penitentiary for voting that she had just got out of jail for committing a crime. I'm not going to go over her crime, but she committed a crime. She got out. She did her time. She still was a felony, fresh was finna vote. And just because they thought it was some fraud or some negligent going down, she was facing 7 years. But yet again, it went to court. They fought it. Hey, it went away. All right. Bumpy road, like they say, things is sketchy. But yet again, I'm advocating for truck drivers to be able to smoke weed too. So it needs to be, when it comes to the streets, it needs to be DOT law or something like this. I think a friend of mine looked up and said that highways are state regulated. But yet again, damn near, if you catch any ticket on what's called speeding or something, you damn near catching a fed because it's federal. Especially if you're driving commercial vehicles. But this right here is inside job, and I'm going to stand on it when I say that, yes, most likely it's the damn cartels kicking in that damn door.
A spokesperson with Representative Gabe Vasquez's office says they're looking into the issue and believe the federal government should respect New Mexico law. A spokesperson with Senator Martin Heinrich's office says stopping illicit fentanyl should be the Fed's focus, not seizing cannabis being transported in compliance with state law. Their full statements are with this story on krqe.com.
I feel that. Hey, you can't help but feel that. That's real smart. That need to be the focus and what they need to be working on and stuff like that. Is that fentanyl? Because fentanyl crazy. And people that was doing other drugs, fentanyl came in and they own it like it's nothing. That, to me, no BS is scary because they own it like it's nothing. It's not a problem. Sheesh. Okay, Hawaii advocating for recreational marijuana, y'all.
Hawaii inching closer to legalize recreational marijuana, the bill narrowly passing the full House today.
The discussion at times getting heated, but it's the furthest any such bill has ever gotten in the state legislature.
From heated outbursts.
Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking. Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking. I have a vocabulary. You have a vocabulary.
To personal stories.
And the reason why I'm voting no today is because I've seen the impact that this has had on my family.
The House debate on SB 3335 to legalize recreational use of marijuana in Hawaii had it all. The bill ultimately passing the full House with a vote 25-23, with 3 legislators excused. It's the furthest a bill to make weed legal for general adult use has ever gotten in the state.
I think it's made it so far because this is the best bill that we've ever had under consideration in the Hawaii State Legislature.
Tarnas says he worked with the Attorney General to create the bill, considering best practices from other states and provide a comprehensive regulatory framework.
I think it's important for the state to move forward to do this so that we can carefully regulate the sale of adult use cannabis so that we can protect consumers.
Those in support also highlight the millions of dollars the state could make by controlling the sale of marijuana and taxing it. Representative Jackson Sayama voted in support with reservations, sharing concerns about how much it would actually cost the state.
This bill would increase a significant financial burden on the state. And this year with the Lahaina wildfires, as well as the hazard pay from COVID era kind of looming on the legislature's budget, I struggle to see how we will be able to pay for the upfront cost to administer this extensive regulatory regime.
Those opposed say it will increase crime and drug use.
So cannabis isn't an evil plant, but it's how we use it and how we regulate it. And this bill, in my opinion, is not good for society. No vote.
The fate of recreational marijuana use in the state now lies with the House Finance Committee.
I hope they focus on the areas that are really in their jurisdiction, which is looking at the tax structure and the special funds and where those special funds are allocated. But I can't really predict what's going to happen. I'm just hopeful.
If the Finance Committee approves the bill, it will go back to the full House for another vote.
It sounds like they got a long way to go, bro. It sounds like they really do have a long way to go. No going out there to Hawaii smoking weed, big. You better hold that down. You better smoke underwater. You better smoke underwater. Straight up. It's like for real. Like, no hiding you now. You better watch out. Okay, there's a little short that it just...
I have refined the triple guitar picks.
I want to see this. I'm curious. Curiosity.
Since last video, so let me introduce the 100-pick guitar pick. And anyway, here's biblically accurate Wonderwall. Okay, the amount of scratchiness is crazy. So I tried switching to electric guitar to reduce that noise. I can't really hear the individual picks. Let's try this.
Okay, that was annoying, but still cool at the same time. That was. Oh, shit, is he? That. Top Gun got a game? Hell nah.
Whoa, what is this? Oh yeah. Exciting video today. New location in Germany, Green Hill Bike Park.
Green Hill Bike Park, man. I ain't gonna lie. I like watching these things. I think these things are relaxing. Which I even take the chance to even ride a bike down and look at the speed like, yes sir. Y'all down for the ride? Would y'all be scared? Knowing that y'all got to hit dips. I mean, you see him picking up speed. The curvature in the road is to keep you speeding, get you ready for jumps, leaps, different things. Yeah, I can see y'all. Man, I was going too fast, man. I was going too fast, man. We were going too fast, man. Oh, slow down, man. My boy gone. Okay. Yes, sir. You ain't doing that much paddling either. You just, yep, y'all would have stopped right there. You would have stopped right there on me. Y'all was not doing this. I bet y'all put down in the comments, no, bro, I'm not getting out there. None of y'all getting out there on none of this. You either gonna complain about the weather. Man, can I smoke some weed out there? Or do you want to run out of breath? That's dope. I like watching those. It's very relaxing to watch. I also been picking up this lately too, y'all. This little go-kart things. I think these are awesome too. Actually, I've been doing this. I got pictures of me riding around, driving around, hitting the circuit, get my drive on. Lord have mercy. There we go. Now, I know y'all be like, yeah, this is a little bit better. Capiche? This is a little bit more exciting. You got a yellow flag, so you gotta stop somebody that messed up. Sliding, dipping. We dipping. Gotta know how to hit them corners so you go smooth. You hit them corners right, it's not even like you turning. Until they really make you turn. Like right there. That's a real turn where they had to make you turn, but you hit that, come on, out. Look how you catching up to them. Let's hit that. Okay. See, whoop, spent out. Wasn't really a pass. This person really kind of doing their thing. We're going to get them on the outside. Now we took them on the inside of that. Real easy. Smooth. Man, how many of y'all getting out there with me? What's up? Put your money up, put your dollars up. Meet me in Las Vegas on the courts, on the tracks. I'm down. What's up? I'm out here. I am out here. What's up? Y'all scared? All right, y'all. I did that. That was fun. Simple Fresh Sleepwear. Adult pleasure for men and women, boys and girls of adult ages. Go check them out. Got a website. Go check out the website. It's going down.
Tabata. 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 Tabata, sem medo. Tabata, sem medo. Tabata, sem medo. Tabata, sem medo. Eu dou-te da cara, eu dou-te da cara, eu dou-te da cara. Sem calma, sem calma. Tabata, sem medo. Tabata, sem medo. Tabata, sem medo. Tabata, sem medo. Eu dou-te da cara, eu dou-te da cara, eu dou-te da cara.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I do got a quick emergency that just hit me up. I'm sorry, but I do got to go. Until next time, peace.